This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And the crowd is making this house absolutely electric. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, there's always different motivations in the game. And bringing your team here against an SEC opponent, there's a lot on the table. Guys who may have been overlooked, under-recruited, chip on their shoulder. This group of 6 team always wants to compete against the bigger, more powerful schools. But you don't want to do too well. What if they steal your guys in the transfer portal? Coach says he's not worried about that. He just wants his guys to be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. On the move, it's Pryor. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Brown. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Moore. Right side, it's Hill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not?
Makes the grab and room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Dante Moore wants to throw again. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Davison. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Miami! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense all over him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. He's got enough. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's over.
Makes the catch and he's free. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Davison. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Pringle. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Mensah to throw. Left side is Vaughn. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Wildcat look didn't give much. Picked up a few on that one. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Mensah into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
From the gun, it's Fletcher. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Pulls it, fired, complete. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Throwing more. They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Hits inside. It's Hill. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to establish the run. Knocked down immediately. Long way to go on second down. Hits the hole. It's Hill. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
What a grab with one hand. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mitt up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. And the RPO got him. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Making the adjustment. Throwing, Mensah. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Here he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that two-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Got him on the RPO. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on second down. Mensah looking down the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And it's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Dante Moore. Right side, it's Hill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. It's Hill. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Out wide right, it's Hill. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Davison. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He's going to take off. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught downfield, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll run him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Looking for the marker. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Davison. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He wants to take the top off. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Right side, it's Stewart. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. On the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
This quarterback, part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. They'll need a bunch on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Ran through the contact. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the gun, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Rifles it down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. They want that clock to run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Push is ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
No man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these.